Every time I drove this car, this thing annoyed me. It felt wrong, it looked wrong, and somehow it made the whole car worse. The more I looked around, the worse it got.
Oh, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
So I bought everything I needed to finally fix the inside of this car.
Learned my lesson. Fail on my part. Here is I shot myself in the foot. It's not always about the big mods. It's the small ones that count. The ones that nobody else notices, but you do every time you drive. It's what makes it yours. Yeah, it's frustrating. But this is where the noise stops. I'm in the red. This should be one of our most straightforward mods on the car. Right now, we're going to get this gear shifter out of the way. We want to remove the center console so we can get to this nasty boot. Actually, it's not even attached. To get this console out, there's a screw at the front on each side. I've already removed that one for ease of access. We'll pull this one out on the passenger side. Make sure to keep up with these things so you can put them back. Want to remove the cup holder tray. There's a screw right in the middle of it. You want to remove it. Nice and easy. And then there are two screws down inside the console that you want to remove. Now, once you got all the screws out of it, you're going to lift up the front and slide her out nice and easy. Well, there I said it. Nice and easy. Now, with the console on the bench, we have our old boot, and inside the console there's a retainer ring that has 4 screws. This kind of sandwiches the boot between the ring and the center console. So with that in mind, our new boot, after looking at it, is a little bit larger than the one that's in the car. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this boot so I can then put my holes in it to attach to the retainer ring so that I don't have too much gear shifter boot slopping around, crumbled up like this. So I'll turn the old one inside out. Pull this metal, well, no, not metal. Maybe it's plastic ring loose because we don't need that anymore. And I think I'm going to turn my new boot inside out as well, so I can kind of get a good idea of how long I actually need it to be. And then I will not find a pin, of course. At this point, I'm going to line my 2 boots up so I can mark the new one as to where I want to cut it. So I'm going to try to line this up as best I can. After I flip the boots inside out, I'm going to, as you can see, these are different from the front to the rear. So I'm going to line my old boot up with the new boot as best as I possibly can. They are somewhat different. And then I'm going to mark it with my Sharpie. Hopefully get a decent shape of how it's made. And then while I'm doing that, I want to mark the holes that I need to punch. That way I kind of have a good idea of the actual size that it needs to be. And now I need to find some scissors. Here's the nerve-wracking part, because if I goof this up, I don't have another boot on hand. I'll have to go through the whole process of ordering a new one, waiting on it. This is where things could go really bad. So the cheap boot that I got, the seams are starting to split already just from stretching that over the little retainer ring. So I have a couple options. I can back up, order a new one, wait for it to come in. I can fire up the sewing machine and stitch this bad boy back together with some reinforcement strips, which might be quicker in the short run, just until I can get a different one, a better quality one. I think this one was like 10 bucks. So no harm, no foul on that one. Maybe have learned my lesson. But let's move on to the next thing right now. We'll worry about this later and we'll go from there. Let's get these guys on. Okay, so once you get all these little contraptions attached, we're going to slide it around our original pedal, as it says, and then we will tighten these babies down, just to see what we get. Now granted, these aren't high quality, they're just for funsies for now. But we'll try to get in here, get that wrapped around the original pedal. I'll go ahead and do the top too. Once we get the top two snug down, we'll go ahead and secure the bottom two. A lot of times this stuff can be fun, other times it can be frustrating. You definitely want these snug down because you don't want them to be slipping while you're driving. And right now, she's got a little swaggle. I do not believe that these are going to last. Okay, so this is what I've learned thus far. I ordered some cheap stuff. I really did. Moment of truth, moment of frustration. I don't think these guys are going to work. You can see the package that they came in. They were cheap. That's what I was going for. R Sports, non-slip pedals, car accessories, difference, colors to be selected. That's cool. They look cool. They're aluminum. They got the brackets. However, just after trying to install this one, the screw pulled itself through the plate, through the plastic, and I don't think I'm going to be able to use it. So I guess I'm gonna have to find some decent quality ones instead of these cheap ones. So fail on my part. But you know what? The journey continues, which means we'll have to find some new stuff and place an order and wait for them to come in. So until next time. So basically what I've done here is I've shot myself in the foot. I still have the shift knob. I do know it fits. We could throw it on there real quick just so you guys can see it. So we got to make sure the shift knob is threaded inside, but it also has to have this ferrule to adapt to the Miata shifter. Okay, so for peace of mind, here's the only thing that was not a fail on this week's episode, I do believe. And that's the only thing that did not fail this week.